voice. KWTN 100.9 FM. Nebraska. The official radio station of the Winnebago tribe.
KWTN 100.9 FM. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a beautiful Tuesday here. We are broadcasting at the Winnebago studios in Winnebago, Nebraska, out of Allen, Nebraska, 100.9 FM. This is Winnebago Talks. DJ Garan, Teed, Communications Officer, Garan Coons, and then also, as always, co-hosts. Go ahead and give yourself an introduction.
Hello, everybody. Good day to you all. My name is Bethani Redhorn. I am the Winnebago Indian News editor. And for the Big Voice Radio, I am DJ Bethani.
Okay, we're going to get right into it.
Yes.
We have something a little bit different that we want to issue our listeners a challenge, right? And there'll be ways to comment. You can go back. You can have a conversation in your car. You can, if you're at home, whatever and stuff. But here is, I'm going to present, I need help. I need help. And I do my rant of the day. And we have some great rants. Usually it's about driving, right? And a lot of times we get into our war ponies and, you know, there's other drivers and stuff. We're the best drivers in the world, right? We never got any speeding tickets or anything like that. So we're model driver citizens, right? I'm being sarcastic, but and then we do the joke of the day. And then we always end with the good relative on a positive note. We're going to debut a new segment. It's called What Would You Do? WWUD. So it's wood. Woody. Or is that
Weld.
Yeah. What would you do? Okay. I'm going to give you my dilemma. All right. And I might be wrong. You might be right. But what would you do in this situation? Okay. So I'm going to paint the picture. And next time, I swear, I will get pictures, and so you know that I'm just not kind of saying it just to say it and stuff, you know what I mean? But I've been a DJ for a number of years, and in that realm, I've been a mobile DJ, okay?
On the go.
Yeah, and then Big Voice Radio comes along and stuff, and we do what we do here. We do the big hours and whatnot and stuff. We have a show called All Requests Live.
Yes.
Where you can request. Now, this is the basis of where I'm going with this story here, is that I have been able to DJ in Sioux Falls, Omaha, Sioux City, at some of the best nightclubs, right? And this is what I was thinking about this morning. And I remember one incident that took place, and I want to get your thoughts on this one, DJ Bethany. Is that there was a lady that came up, and she was younger than me. I think she was celebrating a birthday or something like that, but she came up and she requested a song. Now, some of my fellow DJ peers, they have stickers on their laptops that says no requests. None. You know what I mean? They just point at their laptop and they say, go on.
You just don't stand a chance.
You just don't stand a chance, right? Okay, so she requested her song. Now, the song was Spice Girls. Is that what it's called? A Wannabe?
Oh, yep.
Wannabe. I'm not even. How's it go?
Don't put me on the spot.
Anyways, so the song is Spice Girls Wannabe. And I was like, okay, I got to kind of dig that one, you know. Now, as a DJ, let me set the stage here. As a DJ, you're thinking a couple songs ahead. So I'll tell you a couple songs that I like to transition to. So there's one called Get Low by Little John, Eastside Boys. And it really transitions well to Usher, Yeah. And then, so I'm thinking 3 songs in that transition. Like, people really recognize the song. It's a sing-along song. Everybody's hands are in the air, blah, blah, blah. Then pretty soon Usher comes on. Yeah. And then Salt Shaker is another one by Yin Yang Twins. You know what I mean? Shake it like a salt shaker. You know. And so it's just, those transitions do very well, right?
Yep.
So I'm 3 songs ahead. Now, Wannabe, Spice Girls, the BPM, the beat matching, doesn't mix into my flow. Now, mind you, I have probably about 100 people dancing, having a great time. Now, she requests a song, okay? I take it into consideration. Now, tell me if I'm wrong. But she comes up again, and she stands there with her hands crossed and keeps saying it. Wannabe, wannabe, wannabe. And what am I supposed to do? Do I entertain her request? Or do I say, go on?
Go on.
What would you do? I want to hear like from our people that are
tuned in.
Yeah, tuned in, that can, you know what I mean, like help us on out and stuff. You know, you could text it. What's the text line? We
have a text line. It's 402-922-3347.
Okay, or you can message the Facebook. We're monitoring that. We're monitoring the live stream and the comments and everything like that. But okay, go ahead.
So,
what would you do, DJ Bethany?
What would I do?
Mind you, you're the host of All Request Live, right?
Yes.
And the setting is on a Saturday Night Live. The dance floor is packed. I'm in my groove. I'm just drinking 3 songs ahead, and wannabe Spice Girls.
Well,
and mind you, I don't mind. I think is it a good song?
I mean, it's like one of their bigger hits, I would say.
Is
yeah. I used to love the Spice Girls. I was like, I should know this, but it's been so long. But what would I do in that situation?
What would you do?
Well, okay, so for starters, you know, you're being brought on to bring services. You're brought on to bring your disc jockey services to the event.
Yeah.
So you are hired to play music. So you're there to play your music, and you know, one person compared to the other like 99 that are dancing.
Yeah.
Compared to the one, I feel like you could just keep going with the playlist that you got. You know, because it's just the one person, and you know, there's always gonna be like, you can't make everybody happy.
Right.
But if you are making a larger group happy compared to the one, then I would just keep making the larger group happy.
Yeah. I'm gonna reveal. I did play it. And I'm gonna reveal
like,
what took place. What do you think happened? Did everybody go nuts, or did the dance floor empty and stuff? Spice Girls Wannabe in prime time Saturday night in the club DJing, and I get a request for that, and she crosses her arms and she stands there waiting for her song to be played. Okay, so we're gonna get into Winnebago Indian News. We're gonna transition. So Winnebago Indian News has an issue coming on now. What you know from DJ Bethany? Turn it over to you.
So we do have a new issue that will be coming out this Saturday on March 28th. And so if you have any information that you wanted to submit, our deadline is today. So if you can send that in to Tyler, our office manager, before the close of business today at 4:30 p.m. Her email is tyler.snake, tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com. And we'll have that in the mailboxes this Saturday. And so a lot of good information. And I know that you guys did kind of touch on the last issue, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit because we got to get into a big event that I always look forward to every year. And so I kind of covered that in this last issue.
Let's talk about it. What do we got?
We have the last bare moon, and I wanted to see your thoughts on the headliner that I chose.
The world's best one-day powwow. I kind of recapped it last issue, last Winnebago Talks and stuff, but it was, I would have to agree with that title.
Yes.
I mean, seriously, there's a point of the powwow where I am just amazed. I mean, it's a beautiful sight. I took we got a little GoPro camera, and I went up to the announcer stand and I just held it up high and stuff. But it's during that grand entry time, and it's just nothing but feathers, bells, nice, beautiful singing, and oh man, that one right there always gives me goosebumps. I don't know if there's a point in the last Bare Moon celebration that gives you goosebumps and stuff, but that one hit it for me. And then I got 2 goosebumps this year because we text the powwows.com guy, and I was like, how many people are tuned in, or how many people did we go tuned in? 88 countries. And over, what was it?
It was like 236,000.
200,000? Are you crazy? I mean, that is, and you guys got to produce that. I mean, that's a large production. Behind the scenes was chaotic, but man, the reward,
always worth it.
The compliments is always worth it and stuff. So, what's your thoughts?
Well, I definitely do get those moments in there. I think for me, it's always the Spotlight Special. And I thought this year's Spotlight Special was pretty amazing to, highlight the singers this year. And I really enjoyed the People's Choice. I thought that was it was fun. Yeah.
And there was a gentleman that was dancing in his uniform. That was really cool. I mean, just the way he danced, he had an aura about him. You just had to witness it. And you can go back and watch some of that and stuff. Yep. And they introduced him. I didn't catch his name and everything too, but that soldier that came in and escorted that Eagle Feather staff around was amazing. I thought that just kind of, it told us we're in the right place at the right time at the right spot. And that's why, to me, it's my opinion, it's the world's best one-day celebration. Now, there's powwows that happen across the United States and into Canada, but they say that around here, where Winnebago sits, it's where the North meets the South, and we've seen that.
Yes.
We've seen a lot of Oklahoma, Arizona, New Mexico relatives come up this way, and then Minnesota. We had some people from Canada, North Dakota, South Dakota, that area, and they just converged into the last Bear Moon, and whoa! Tell you what.
It was pretty amazing.
Definitely.
Well, we do have that issue that'll be coming out this Saturday, and we do have like a few locations here in Winnebago that you can pick up one if you're out and about. I know like Sweetwater, the Pony Express, up at the Wolves Den, the Senior Citizen Center, a few different locations. But if you are interested in subscribing to the Winnebago Indian News, you can reach out to us. We'll get you added to our subscription list. For non-tribal members, we do have a fee, out of state, things like that, but we'll connect with you. And if you can reach out to us, you can reach out to me or Tyler. My email is bethany.redhorn@winnebagotribe.com, and Tyler, again, tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com.
All right, thank you. Anything else about Winnebago in the News? It's a for us, by us publication.
Yes, and one thing that I do want to kind of highlight is we, for the longest time, would always just to encourage traffic over to the Winnebago Tribe's website, because it's so full of a lot of information, and you can kind of see a lot of different programs and things like that. But down at the bottom of the front page, we've been implementing some different things. So I've been putting the Ho Chunk values. I've been pulling from the Ho Chunk Renaissance. They have a few different ones that were put out over the years. And so we've been really trying to implement more of the language into different areas of that. So
yeah. I like how you guys number and say the number, but like page 6.
Yeah, we got like Shigowi and Hakewe.
That is cool. That is awesome. So thank you to the Ho Chunk Renaissance Department. Also, they do have some exciting things coming up as we turn the corner. Alrighty, now let's get into some of the events that are going to be taking place here that are upcoming. And just to recap, we got your perspective of last Bear Moon. We did Kevin's last Bear Moon, and it was such a great experience and great powwow that we're still talking about it a couple weeks after it happened. And you know that is always good. Last week they had a mini health fair, and it's a Native HIV Awareness Day. And we appreciate the WCHS folks as well as the Winnebago Public Health Department for putting that on. We sent Gayla down there, and she did a live remote, and there's a lot of good information. So when they do have health fairs or these awareness, healthy events and stuff, we would try to get that out as much as possible and stuff. But they had Fast Fun Night. I believe that's what, tonight?
Yes.
Fast Fun Night. So for the seniors, the class of 2026, make sure you pay attention. If you need to complete your Fast Fun, everything too is, and you're going to continue on, and we encourage that as Big Voice Radio is to continue on to get your secondary education. Little Priest offers some great stuff, and if you don't want to attend Little Priest. There's Nebraska Indian Community College. They have 3 different sites: Santee, Sioux City, Macy, and then also there's other good institutions around here too: Morningside, Briar Cliff, Wayne State College, and then there's University of Nebraska. You continue on. Haskell's doing some wonderful things, man. Their athletic department, you know, Diami, he's doing some great things down at the Haskell University and stuff, you know. So as they continue on and they head into, I believe, midterms, and I believe they're coming back from spring breaks and things like that, the final push to complete that first year for the freshmen and then those that are going to be seniors and walking across the stage, we want to hear about it. I know we have an issue coming up with the Winnebago in the News celebrating our graduates. High school. We used to do Educare or Head Start and stuff, you know, but nowadays it's pretty weird, huh? Yeah,
they're just a little like things are different.
Yeah, as far as permission slips and stuff, you know. I remember that graduation at Head Start, and then they would say, you know, who would you want to be when you grow up, you know, and like, Garan wants to be an astronaut and stuff. And wow, I ended up being a DJ and stuff. You know. Did you remember what you were going to be? What was it?
A singing doctor.
Oh, it's not too late. A singing doctor. Huh? Well, give us an example.
No, I'll say this though. When I was younger, like, I mean, I do like to sing, but privately. But whenever I was little, I do remember I have a sister, and her mom, shout out to Nyla Solomon. When I was little, she used to always tell me, she was like, never smoke cigarettes and never do this and do that. Take care of your voice. You have such a beautiful voice. Like, you could really do something with singing. And I always just remember that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get a lot of compliments on your voice when you host ARL. It's audio only on All Requests Live because we can't do it over YouTube, all the broadcasting fees and all that stuff. But they love your voice, you know?
You guys love my voice? No, I'm just kidding.
So, but we want to hear, who wants to hear her sing? Let us know. Anyways.
If I was to say, like, we have to get, like, 5,000 likes on one post.
Granted, we haven't hit that
every
yet.
single friend.
If I was to get 5,000 likes, I'll do a performance for you. Okay, and then so what else do we got coming up? We got the announcement of spring cleanings coming up. We get a lot of inquiries through our tribe's Facebook page as well as the Big Voice Radio. And they announced it. So the folks over at EPD doing a wonderful job. And I know that they are transitioning some of the staff and got some new staff members in and stuff. You know, that's really awesome. But when is that? That's coming up around the corner.
It is. And I'm going to pull that up here for us real quick. And we have the spring cleanup, which is going to take place on April 28th through the 30th. And so dumpsters and recycling trailers will be located on Mercer Street across the street from Jesus Our Savior Lutheran Preschool.
AKA Ricky, Pastor Ricky.
Yes. And then too, just side note, I guess a squirrel moment is Pastor Ricky did stop by a couple weeks ago to talk to Tyler and I. And he had to drop off his submission, his bi-weekly submission for the Win, the old school fashion way. He was having some email stuff, so he brought the hard drive. But we were talking, and he does have an event coming up that he'll be joining us at the end of this, or he'll join us next month hold on. He's going to join us, though, because he has a big event coming up in April.
He's never been on the radio.
No, so next Tuesday on the 31st, he'll join us.
Nice. That is awesome. And talking about DJs and stuff, I had the pleasure, me and my brother, to DJ his son's wedding.
Nice.
Yeah. So a lot of experience and throughout the years and stuff. But that story, the conclusion of that story, what would you do?
But we also, so with the spring cleanup, attention for the household hazardous waste, they will not be accepted. And so volunteers are needed. You can scan the QR code to sign up. A volunteer lunch will be provided each day starting at 12 o'clock p.m. at their office, which is located at 920 North Mission Drive. And if you have any questions or concerns, you can call their office at 402-878-4060, or you can email them at epd@winnebagotribe.com. Don't forget to follow their Facebook page, Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska's Environmental Protection Department.
Thank you for that information there, DJ Bethany. The Winnebago Comprehensive Healthcare System has an event coming up tomorrow, and it looks like it's going to be a healthy family round dance with
Yes.
Joki. So let's talk about a little bit about that. That's coming around the corner, and it's going to be down at the Blackhawk Center. Bring your whole family. Joki does some wonderful things. I know that the crew over there from the Winnebago Public Health Department is always looking to foster just that healthiness of community. You know, Wajoki means family, and I think that's very important and stuff. So it's not a full-blown powwow or anything like that. You don't have to have regalia to come out and enjoy. You're more than welcome to wear whatever you want to wear and stuff. But it is a round dance, good music, and we'll learn more about the program. But do you have that graphic up?
I do, and so I'm going to bring that up here. But we have with the Winnebago Comprehensive Healthcare System, Wajoki Round Dance. Everyone's welcome. You can come and enjoy an evening of food, dancing, and fun. This evening at the Ho Chunk Center, and dinner will start at, or not this evening, my bad, tomorrow evening,
Yep.
Wednesday, March 25th. Dinner will start at 5 p.m. with a round dance to follow at 6 p.m. So activities will be two-step contest, potato dance contest, best ribbon shirt contest, best ribbon skirt, door prizes, and much more.
Looking forward to that. I'm around this time, and I was in the office the other day, and it was really nice. And then the next day it was below 10 degrees,
yeah.
and we had a late start and all this and that. But one of those, we used to do Res Ride, right? And I know MCBKC, he is really busy and everything. But around this time, we would do It's Act Up season, right? You know, and we have to get Chief Lone Wolf up here to kind of mitigate and try to prevent some. It's okay to act up, but just not carried away.
Yeah.
And didn't we didn't have a section called Carried Away? And then we're going to finish out the week here, guys. We do have Winnevegas. I'm pretty proud of Winnevegas because they hosted our employee holiday dinner. And I like it when people say, man, I wish I could work for the tribe. And we would foster that. There's a lot of jobs that are available, and we welcome you guys. The HR does a wonderful job. They are in charge of putting on that employee appreciation holiday dinner. Winnevegas hosted us, and then they also do another one in the summertime, and that's always fun. You DJ'd for that before, and I tell you a little squirrel moment story. I was like, hey, DJ Bethany, can you play some tunes and stuff while we play some kickball? You know, get us pumped up and all this and that.
I'll get you guys pumped up.
Jodeci, The Weeknd. I was like, oh, someone's all in their feels.
Oh, I was too.
No, it was
Just
good.
kidding.
It was good. I'm just joking. But anyways, Winnevegas. So yeah, thank you to them. They also, I heard that they have job openings. So if you're looking for a job, Winnebago Tribe, there's a lot of different entities that we have, from the hospital to HCI to Winnevegas to the tribe itself. Little Priest Tribal College is another big institution that we have. Oh, speaking of Little Priest Tribal College, I want to talk about them real quick. Friday, I was wondering what was coming up this week and stuff like that, but Friday, they're having that grand opening of that Carpenter building. Carpentry. It's a new program, and I remember you were there when they broke the ground. And then already it's like they're gonna cut the ribbon to the building and stuff like that. So I don't know if you have information on that, but I know that President Patel, he did send us a press release that we have to get into the Winnebago in the news and stuff. So look out for that issue when it comes up. We'll be there on the spot, making sure that we get that historical endeavor. But carpentry is something that is new, you know, and it's a great career field. A lot of people love what they do, building stuff, houses, whatever it may be, buildings, all the construction that's going on and stuff like that. But do you have any information on that?
Well, I was going to say the grand opening for the Deer Clan Carpentry Building. And so there is a That's going to be taking place March 27th, and that'll be at noon at 12 p.m. So Little Priest Tribal College, together with their board of trustees, the president, and dedicated staff, warmly invite you to the opening ceremony of the new carpentry building. And they do have a RSVP for QR, but we'll definitely bring out some information from that event. Looking forward to it.
The mission, be strong and educate my children, was one of the last words that Chief Little Priest said to the tribe, the people, and that mission carries them forward. And I did touch on them too. They were my good relative of the week for me, is that the AHEC team went up there and battled it out at AHEC, and it's a friendly competition, you know. Other colleges they call them TCUs, tribal colleges and universities. They all get together and they have this massive conference, and they compete in Knowledge Bowl, Science Bowl, and one of the big highlights too is that of the hand games. And so I seen that right off the bat, Little Priest lost in this big bracket. It's like basically the Super Bowl, March Madness. Basically, they call it March Madness
Of hand games.
Yeah, because there's 32 teams, and you have to battle through all those teams and try to come and merge as a champion. They dropped the first game, double elimination. While they battled all the way back, and they ended up in fourth. And that's a pretty good team right there. You know, you have to being on a hand game team is pretty interesting. We don't do it often here, and I know that the neighbors to the south, the Omaha tribe, they have a certain way that they do it. But they play what is called the Cheyenne style or the flathead style, and it's with two bones, you know, and it's pretty intense, right? The most team that gets the stakes will advance on, and we had an opportunity. Me, Cassie, Ashley, and Wambly, we were in charge. We're tournament directors, and that's pretty intimidating. You have to ask judges and stuff, and sometimes it gets kind of really intense where the team doesn't agree with the call, just like a referee.
Yeah.
And you're like, there's a lot riding on the line and everything, and if you get a point, the whole side of that team just goes berserk. I mean, they just jump up and like, it's crazy. They encourage as much noisemakers, and they got hand drums going. They're singing their songs as loud as they can. People are trying to distract, you know, they got streamers, and it is really, really something that everybody should experience and stuff if you have an opportunity. So congratulations to AHEC. The AHEC team from Little Priest Tribal College, they did a wonderful job and ended up with fourth place. So that's pretty good.
I know. I really liked their outfits. Thought they looked really nice.
But nonetheless, that's taking place this Friday. Alrighty. So where are we at now, DJ Bethany?
Well, I do want to say that we went through a lot of announcements, and I know you touched on Ho Chunk Renaissance, and so hopefully we can get one of the representatives over there to join us. I did see that they do have a few things, so I want to make mention of that. And so the first one we'll talk about is going to be, drum roll please.
Here we go.
But the
Wanagichke
Majihoni. And so it's going to be the first clue on the 27th.
Wow.
And so
March or April?
March 27th.
No
so
way.
This Friday, the first clue will be coming out. So we have 100, 200, 300, and a VR MetaQuest.
What?
Those are pretty cool. I got my boys one.
Serious? Have you ever found an egg in your life?
No. I'd love to, though.
Okay, I got another announcement for the Summer Youth Employment Program. I just got an email from Patrice and stuff that's coming up, but let's finish this conversation.
So that's going to be coming out, the first clue on the big screen. I know that. And so that'll be, and yeah, get ready for the annual Golden Egg Hunt.
Yeah, for sure. And I used to work for Lucky 77, right? And they used to do something similar, and to promote people like getting out, and it's active living. So
yeah.
You're searching for something just like mushrooms and stuff, you know. It's it used to be my dad's favorite time of the year and stuff, because he would go out there and do a lot of walking and cover a lot of ground and get a lot of mushrooms, and then the reward is he foraged, and it was it was really cool to see that and stuff. And I remember his truck broke down and his whole wheel fell off. It was crazy. And I had to go down there and rescue him and stuff. But when you're looking for these eggs, you can get them translated. So the whole idea behind this is that they're going to be in Ho-Chunk. And if you don't know Ho-Chunk, maybe some of our non-native relatives or whatever don't know Ho-Chunk, Ho-Chunk Renaissance will translate with no problem. And feel free to use that service, because some of those words too, they have certain meanings. And I've been learning this, is that especially in songs, they say in English it translates to like great, but in Ho-Chunk there's no word for like that great feeling. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? It's like it means more than what it can translate to English. So it's pretty interesting. And I think that we have an opportunity to get some good luck to everybody.
Yeah.
That's going to be searching for those eggs.
Yep. And then lastly, with Ho-Chunk Renaissance, I wanted to touch on, they have a billboard contest that they put out on their Facebook page. So if you're on Facebook, be sure and go check out their page, give them a follow. But they have a billboard contest, and it says, "Our language and earth sustain us and carry our stories. Share your gift by creating artwork inspired by a Ho-Chunk phrase and Earth Day for a chance to be displayed on our community billboard." So they do have a few Ho-Chunk phrases. They have "protect our grandmother earth," "save the bees, the trees, and the seas." I love that. I'm putting that on the bottom.
Yeah.
"Respect our land. You all take care of the earth." It's like, "Mana Haginach Wide."
We might have to get him over here to kind of help us out with the language and stuff.
But one entry per person, any media, open to all ages, open to all community members. The deadline for submissions is April 1st. The winner will be announced April 3rd. You can submit all your artwork to Janaya Earth at WinnebagoTribe.com, JC Walker at WinnebagoTribe.com, Martha Warner, and Andrew Marr at WinnebagoTribe.com.
Good job. Ho-Chunk Renaissance doing their thing, man. And the awareness of that. I know that my rant of the day last week, I don't know if you heard it and stuff, but it was Mother Nature, because it gets a little confused at this time, you know, and I don't want to, sorry, Mother Nature, you know I don't want to be struck by lightning and stuff. She'd be like, "Hey, you're talking to me about on a radio show and stuff." But it was 10 degrees. And then the next day it was 90. Whoa! That was crazy, man.
I agree.
Okay, I got one. It says here, and I appreciate Patrice and stuff. And if you have any, maybe it was Patrice that was requesting that song, but what would you do if you have any insight? You can email us too. Anyways, but she said, "We're listening. And can you share the Summer Youth Employment Program online application is open?" Oh, cool. Deadline is March 1st. For more information, review the Summer Youth Employment page on the tribe's website. So Can you bring that up?
Gotcha.
Now, Summer Youth, was you ever a Summer Youth employee?
I was never a Summer Youth employee.
Yeah, it's a really good program. We used to take in some of their Summer Youth, and they would take pictures at powwows and whatnot and keep them busy. And then they would have training and stuff. So it's really cool. Some for them to do during the summertime. I know my daughter, Kamimila, she was helping out with Ho-Chunk Renaissance, and she's also, I think she was like a data clerk or doing some filing and stuff, you know, and it gives them a touch of the insight in the industry and stuff too. But did you find it?
Yep. So we're on the Summer Youth Employment page, and it says all applicants must turn in required documents to the higher education office. So you'll need, they have a whole list of things that you'll need. You can have your own little checkoff list so you know exactly what you got to bring. But right here, we have the online application for the Summer Youth Employment Program. And so that's what you'll look like when you get on there.
Okay.
And it looks like you'll either have to, so if you'll probably have to create an account.
Okay. Create a new account. And just like a lot of job applications these days, they're done online and stuff. So you just know your address and contact information, and they'll get you all set up and stuff. So thank you, Patrice, for bringing that to a light and stuff, and we'll get some more information as we barrel down to May 1st. Reminder, May 1st is that deadline, and they'll be being reached out to by that program. So I know it's a great program, and they're really busy around that time too. So yeah.
I'll just add the eligibility for those that are interested. You'll have to be youth high school students between the age of 14 to 19 years old, up to 21 years old for disability, IEP. That'll be verified, but enrolled in school on a full-time basis. 2026 high school graduates may apply. Enrolled with the Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska or any federally recognized tribe, must reside on the Winnebago reservation, maintain a 2.5 GPA for the current academic school year, and youth age 14 to 15 are not allowed to operate
heavy machinery or
something? And the ages 16 to 18 may operate the equipment under adult supervision.
Okay. All righty. Well, good job. Summer Youth Employment Program underway. The next thing I want to talk to about is congratulations. I hear that we have some champs that went out to the Las Vegas area and came back.
Yeah.
I think we have some MVPs and everything too. I'm not too versed on it, and I would tell people to tune into the Big Voice Sports Show, which is bi-weekly, and next Wednesday they'll be online, and hopefully they get an interview with that team and stuff. As I've been watching some March Madness games, and would you believe it that Iowa versus Nebraska is going to be a huge game? And did you get to catch any of those games?
Did not. I seen a lot of the postings of them. I did see a post talking about the ticket prices.
What does it look like?
It was a lot. I was like,
geez. You gotta be a die-hard Hawkeye fan or
it's like not even nosebleeds. I was like, holy
smokes. Yeah. And then the other thing too is there's a big tournament that's going to be happening in Denver, so safe travels to all those. And then last week we talked about it in the department, and we want to encourage those that have a fundraiser, especially for the youth. All right, and the area, not just Winnebago, but if you have a fundraiser in the area. Now, if it's a fundraiser taking place in New York City and stuff like that, might be out beyond our reach, but we do have friends in New York, right? If you have an opportunity, go ahead and send it to us. We have Gayla. She does a wonderful job, and she monitors our social media, and just took it to the next level and stuff. So we appreciate everybody that's kind of keeping us apprised. There was a little kind of how do you say it? Like, we get first chances at the raffles. We get first chances if we know at the good burritos and whatever, the food sales and stuff, right? So we're kind of in the know, right? Yeah. And we should be as communications. But if you do have a fundraiser, especially for a youth, and it doesn't have to be necessarily basketball. It could be for if they're trying to go to a traveling powwow culture, we'll support that. Any activities. I seen a post about baseball and stuff, that's going to be ramping up. Whirling Thunder is going to be doing that this summer and stuff too. So anything of the sorts and stuff. Gayla, she worded it really nice and stuff, but just let us know. Tag us, DM us. DM stands for direct messaging for those that don't know. My mom tuned in. Right, my mom, she was like, I was listening to your radio store. She's like, holy crap, it was really hardcore rap music and stuff. And she said it was playing in the morning, and I was like, wow, that was by design. We're at an eclectic radio station. She said it real hard.
Gotta make sure they're sitting up straight.
But let's go back to Baby Bison Beats. What do we got for him?
Yeah, Aiden, he goes by DJ Judge here on the Big Voice.
Does he really?
He does. And so he has new episodes. He just debuted episode 5. He had his personal rock favorites. I know that next week he's going to debut love songs. Or slow jams or R&B music.
Yeah.
R&B.
Yep. That's nice.
Yep. So he's been working hard though, but we only got him till April 30th, so we're getting down to the wire. But he has another project that we're going to be working on, and I'm really excited for that one because it'll be a little different than what we've done throughout the apprenticeship, and I know he's really excited for it as well. So
yeah, for sure. All right, so we are into our last 4 sections, Are you ready for it? We're going to do the conclusion of what would you do?
Oh, yes.
And I got all these emails and Facebook messages and text messages and stuff, what they would do. And silence is saying something, right? So we'll finish that up. We got the joke of the day, we got the rant of the day, and then we got the good relative. And then we'll get off the air and stuff. So we appreciate everybody that's sending their events in, their upcoming events, and then also make sure that if you need anything from the Winnebago in the News, that you do that. But here's the question that I pose to everybody that's listening. What would you do as a new section? As a DJ, I DJ'd from the smallest, just a young, there's 5 people there and stuff like that. And it's not, sometimes the DJ's there not to get the dance floor packed the whole time, but just to set the vibe. I did a lot of weddings, and it was kind of crazy because this is kind of messed up. Don't tell anybody I said this and stuff, but at one time, I kind of kept track record and stuff. I was like, dang, I did their wedding, and now they're divorced. And I was like, I'm not sure if you want us to DJ your wedding and stuff, because a lot of the people are getting, now these are not natives.
Yeah.
Because we don't do a lot of native weddings for some reason. I don't know why, but and so as you go along, then I got into the Sioux City circuit. I used to DJ at Club, what was it called? Club Riviera. That was a really cool one and stuff. My good friend, he did it. He started a whole club and stuff, and I was like, hey, I'll be DJ. And down at Rocks and Rails, that was a country vibe. I remember getting asked to DJ country, and I was like, no. But man, they really got some good jams and stuff, and I play a couple big hour country jams and stuff. Then I used to work for Pinnacle Productions up in Sioux Falls, and they would do one of the biggest clubs in Brookings, South Dakota, at the University of South Dakota, was called the 9. And I got in there and stuff, and man, you talk about just, you cannot move. You open that door and it's just nothing but steam in the middle of the winter, right? There's another one called Wiley's and stuff, the 18th Amendment, all this and that and stuff. But then, my favorite ones are weddings, and I like to do special events and stuff, like Showtime Boxing. They had me come in DJ for boxing in the broadcast television. So set the stage for you guys. I was DJing at a club, and I'm thinking 3 songs ahead. It's high peak, it's high volume, everybody's there, everybody's having a good time, all this and that. This girl comes up, and she's non-native, and she says, DJ, can you play Spice Girls Wannabe? And I kind of shook her head. I didn't give her a definite yeah, and then cut the music and then throw it on. I kind of all right, just kind of nodded and stuff. I'll look for it and stuff. It's kind of an older song, right? And so I'm 2 songs into it and stuff, and it's getting more, and I would say that I'm kind of in a performance mode, right? And then she comes up, and then she stands there with her arms crossed, and she's starts to slur these and hurl these, you suck, DJ. When is my song coming on? I'm waiting. And
tapping her foot.
Yeah. What are you? Those people that are listening, are you one of those people? Now, let me back up and stuff. I know as a DJ, if you don't have anybody dancing, if nobody's there to listen to the DJ, you're dancing, you're playing for air. Okay, so it's a fine line, right? You know what I mean? But if you're at a concert, and let's say it's Jelly Roll or The Weeknd and stuff, and you reach up there and you have a sign and say, hey, play The Hills, and he doesn't play it and stuff, are you going to
throw that sign? Just kidding.
You know what I mean? So I guess I would say, and I'll tell you what happened. All right. I guess I would say is that if you're going to request a song and the DJ doesn't play it, that's telling you something. If he does play it, give him a high five, whatever and stuff. I had instances where somebody will come up and give me a $20 bill, and I'll play it a couple songs later and stuff. The most I ever got for a song was a $100 bill, and I was at Rocks and Rails. Crazy.
For a song?
Yeah, it was a song. It was Neon Moon. And I was like, shoot, I'll play that. Yeah. And I don't know if the guy was a baller or whatever and stuff like that, but he peeled off a $100 bill, and that was really cool and stuff. So can I be bought? Yeah, I'm not saying anything. Anyway, so this girl, All right, I threw it on. Okay, I threw it on, and guess what happens?
People start booing.
No, the place went nuts.
They loved it.
All these girls start singing word for word. I mean, I didn't know it was an anthem. You know what I mean? Like, is it your guys' anthem? I mean, like.
When I was little, yes, but.
I mean, they just went berserk and stuff, and it was crazy. Wanna be. I was like, what is going on? So I didn't know what to follow up with, and you. So I knew, like, Get Low, Usher, Salt Shaker, and then usually you kind of slow it down and stuff, right? I didn't know what to follow up with, man, and I was like, don't tell anybody this, but I put like white girl sing-along songs, and Britney Spears came on, and I put it on, and boom, man, I got booked again.
Bring that guy back.
So anyways, what I'm trying to say is, what would you do? I mean, people would just shut it down, far as requests and everything too, but I just wanted to share that with you. That's kind of crazy and stuff, but I'd like to welcome in one of our DJs too, is MCBKC. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you? Good morning.
What would you do
In that scenario,
Yeah.
I think there are some good songs that kind of rock the party no matter what the crowd.
Yeah.
And so you should always have those kind of in your playlist,
Right.
ready to go and stuff like that. I would probably kick it back to one of those and kind of maybe, so to speak, hit the reset button.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I need like a Gowan sticker, just GOWAN, you know what I mean? Like, go on, no, I got this, I got your requests and stuff, but it
Just
was
one of those big red things with the X on it.
yeah, but there has been, and I would say that there has been times where I threw on a request and it cleared the floor, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, and I know what you're saying with that, and it's like that it's
Yeah.
like I won't play it,
Right.
and I know it's like that's what you're saying. It's like no, I'm not gonna play that.
Yeah.
because it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like that scene. I mean, I'm taking it back to the movie Saturday Night Fever, because they're dancing, they're discoing, everyone's having a great time, and all that kind of stuff, and then he switches it up. The
Oh, yeah.
DJ,
Yeah.
and then what's her name, the lady, she ends up dancing kind of by herself, and they said, why are you playing this, man? And everyone's booing like you said and stuff like that. And they said, look at her, she's grooving. So, yeah.
So my rant of the day is that lady that requested a song, crossed her arms and said, you suck, DJ, but she helped me out get more gigs. So real quick, that was my rant. Do you guys got one?
I do.
Oh.
I was like, Mom, I'm doing it. I'm going for it.
Uh-oh.
So yesterday, I went to go check on my boys, and I was coming back through town, and I get stuck behind. So like that first, the south roundabout here in town, by the hospital and the big screen. I come in, and then I get stuck behind a semi. So they're coming from like the Macy Way Road, and so I get behind them, and then like I just right off I notice, and it just looked like, and I'm not even being dramatic. I'm not even just trying to sound dramatic, but it literally looked like somebody just left the faucet on.
Yeah.
That semi was dumping on the
Yes.
road all through main town.
Yeah.
It just like made me so mad, and I'm
Yeah.
just behind it, and I'm just like, so I made a call or whatever, and I was just like,
Do
do
it.
they even do anything about this? And what I was told though is just that like even if like our own police department was able to like get them before they leave Winnebago, then it would be up to like the county to actually do something about it. And I was like, why wouldn't they do something about that? Like I get that it's like a state road through Winnebago, but it's like, I don't know, this is just my opinion. I don't want to get canceled. I don't want nobody like throwing a tomato at me, but I just think that there should be something that should be able to be done. If them semis are going to keep doing that, then they should have to go around rather than keep going through our community, just
Speak it
dumping
into
on our road.
existence.
You know what I mean?
You speak it into existence, Bethany.
That made me mad.
Here's the situation that I heard of, and it was the worst case scenario, is that there was a baby, all right, and the baby crawls on the floor, but the kids walk through that.
Yes.
And they went home, and they walked through the house, and the baby's crawling on the floor. The baby put that in their mouth.
Yeah.
And, you can follow the story, right? So even though it's like, hey, it's going to wash off with rain and stuff like that. No, I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah.
So I agree with you right there. That's a good rant.
Yeah.
And we should do
I
something.
saw
about
it last week. Not your scenario,
Yeah.
but it happened then in this roundabout here, going the south direction. That truck was dumping it right up, and I felt bad because like those cars right behind it kind of couldn't see it, and they were like basically driving right. Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, I ended up having to stop and spray my.
Yeah.
Also, that was the last part. So I went off on my Snapchat about it. I ended up going. I was like, I'm gonna rant about it tomorrow too. But whenever we got past the DG here, and you can start picking up a little bit, and I had already like made the call. I already like got an answer that that's not really anything that can be done.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm just gonna follow this semi. No, just kidding though. But once you get past the DG, you can kind of pick up your traffic a little bit. Then it just looked like it was raining, and that just set me off. I ended up passing it, and I was just like honking at it when I passed it.
Yeah, man.
I don't ever do stuff like that, but
I do want to know, because I don't know, and maybe somebody knows that is a truck driver, has that experience and stuff, but do they level it, or is there a lever, or is it just gets full and then
Yes.
when it sways it comes out, so it's
Yeah.
an accident, or is it deliberate?
Honestly, I think probably for the most part it is accidental, because those trucks are built with that trough to where it collects
Yeah.
from the animals that it's hauling and whatever else.
Right.
See, they are supposed to be emptying it in how do you say, in an environmentally conscious way.
Oh,
But
okay.
they don't. And that's to that point. It's like, that doesn't just build up because you went from Homer to Winnebago. That's been there for a long time. And anyway, no, it's a very good rant. And it's been going on for a long time. And unfortunately, one more roundabout is going to increase that. So,
We're roundabout Ine.
yeah. So,
All right, we're gonna get into the joke of the day, and I got a good one. This one's brought to you by Culver's, right? So I was sitting at Culver's and I seen those little, those things that the kids play on and stuff.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna try this here and let me know what you guys think and stuff. All right. So today's joke of the day. All right. So why didn't the shrimp share his fries? Why didn't the shrimp share his fries? He's a little shellfish.
oh my gosh.
little shellfish.
All right, okay.
Wah.
That was today.
No, they're always good. I love those. I love them.
I got one.
Okay.
Okay.
What March flowers grow on faces?
Mayflowers. No, I don't know. What do you got?
I don't know.
Tulips.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. That's I'm processing it and stuff. We got it.
That's something I seriously, not to take, I always wanted to plant those, because they come in a bulb, and it's like, you're supposed to do it now, or do you do it in the fall and then it comes out? I don't know.
Yeah.
So who's our green thumb out there? Give the shout out.
Maddie.
Yeah.
Nah.
If you know, let us know.
Yes. When do you plant the bulbs for the tulips?
Do we have
Yes,
the answer is?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
yes.
let's do the answer is, and then we'll end it with the good relative of the day. All
Okay.
right, so the answer is 5 questions, and if you know them, play along, get ready, get your paper out.
Yeah.
And it's DJ Bethani versus me, and I need all the help I can get.
Okay, so 4 of them are multiple choice, and there's one that you just have to know outright, okay?
Okay.
And so the first one, who wants to answer first, or do you guys just want to blurt it out and say your choice?
Is it multiple choice on this
Yes.
one? Okay, so let's hear it, and then we'll submit.
Okay. It's a little bit of a colonized question. And you have to forgive me on that and stuff, but you'll get it, okay? So, what country did the United States buy Florida from? Was it Spain, Portugal, Italy, or France? So Florida was not always and was not one of the original colonies when the 13 original colonies of the quote-unquote United States were established. So what country did the United States buy Florida from? Spain, Portugal, Italy, France.
I am gonna go with Portugal. Just for my curiosity here.
I'm gonna go with Spain.
Spain, okay, and the answer is yes, it is Spain.
Oh,
Florida.
man. All these guys are throwing their phones at the screens. And stuff. Come on, DJ Guaranteed. What's wrong with you?
Okay, multiple choice, and then question number 2. A little bit of science here. What is the process called that turns a chrysalis into a butterfly? So a caterpillar goes to chrysalis. chrysalis goes to butterfly? What is
Hibernation.
what is the process called? Multiple choice?
Yeah, I need it.
Okay. Is it transition? Is it metamorphosis? Is it subversion? Is it quaking?
Metamorphosis.
I'm gonna go with that one too.
Okay, B.
Are we right?
Both you on B? Yes, you are
Yes.
both on B. I always like to say that because recently I saw the Silence of the Lambs, and that's one of the questions Dr. Lecter's asking. And he always says that.
Metamorphosis.
Yes, but also the chrysalis or pupa. You know how he says that.
Yeah.
Okay. Multiple choice with this. Okay. Sports question. Who was the first boxer to win the World Heavyweight Title Championship 3 times? Multiple choice if you need it. Multiple choice.
Wait.
Multiple
3 times heavyweight, right? You said
Heavyweight championship 3 times. Yes. I'll give you the multiple choice. Was it Muhammad Ali? Was it George Foreman? Was it Joe Louis? Was it Mike Tyson?
Oh my goodness, man. Everybody's gonna get mad at me on this one, man, but I should know it.
Thank you.
I should know it. I'm a huge boxing fan. Huge.
Yeah. So Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Joe Louis, Mike Tyson. Who was the first boxer to win the World Heavyweight Championship 3 times?
I'm gonna go with George Foreman.
Okay.
Okay, give them to me one more time.
Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Joe Louis, Mike Tyson.
I'm gonna go with
DJ Ride Eye, do you want to take a guess?
What are you?
Lewis.
You can choose your own. So
I'm going with Lewis.
Joe Louis, okay.
3 times heavyweight champion. Who won it?
Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Joe Louis, Mike Tyson. The first one to do it 3 times.
I'm gonna say George Foreman.
Okay, George Foreman. So that's it. The answer is actually the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali.
For real? That's crazy.
Bonus question: what was his real name before Muhammad Ali?
I know that.
I know
answer.
that.
Do you know it,
Yeah.
Miss Me?
I'll give you a hint. It has C and C.
Yes.
CNC.
And then the gentleman in the barbershop on Coming to America.
yeah.
They say it. His mom named it. I'm calling.
I don't know. Clarence. Nah.
Close. Yeah, you were close. Cassius Clay.
Cassius Clay.
Ah.
Yeah, because that guy, remember Arsenio Hall's character? His mom named him Clay. I'm calling Clay. Okay. So this is the one that you just have to know outright.
Let's go.
We're going to test your anatomy.
What's the score?
I believe it is still 1-0.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, 2-1.
2 to 1.
Because you guys both got the metamorphosis question.
Okay.
Sorry, wasn't keeping score. Okay, you just have to know it. What part of the human eye is colored?
Ooh, the retina.
Okay,
What you got?
The iris.
the iris.
Ooh, dang, that's good.
Okay.
That might be. You might be right.
The iris.
The iris, and the answer is yes, it is the iris.
Oh man, I fell asleep in my hospital class. Did you know she was gonna be a singing doctor? She said 5,000 likes, she'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. 5,000 likes. I'll
So
sing.
is that one apiece for them?
No, it's
No,
not
she's
3-1.
blowing me out of the water.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to throw a Hail Mary here.
guaranteed.
Yeah, I know.
So the fifth question then here is multiple choice.
I
Okay.
have to know it outright. 'Cause you
What
get
is-
2 points.
Yes, if you know it outright. What is considered the powerhouse of the human cell?
The nucleus.
Okay.
Oh.
Is that your answer?
That's my answer.
Multiple choice if you need it.
I'm going to take that.
I'm gonna say the proton.
Okay. So the multiple choices are the nucleus, the mitochondria,
Oh.
the cellulase, the neutrino.
Oh,
The
okay.
mitochondria.
Okay.
Is it the mitochondria?
Just
Oh
like
my
saying
gosh.
that.
The powerhouse of the cell is at the nucleus, the mitochondria,
I thought I got it right.
the cellulase, the neutrino.
My answer
Oh, I know. I
wasn't
thought
even
it was
in there.
Take a guess. One of them.
I'll agree with DJ Guaranteed.
Let's go.
Okay. So he said nucleus.
Yeah.
Okay. And the answer is mitochondria.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You know why?
Really?
When we were in school, we had to do those like
No.
display
Diagram,
things. Yeah, the
Oh, did
diagram.
you?
Yeah.
Freaking awesome.
I
She
know.
got it. And she said it nice. Wow.
Yeah, so that's it. Yep. So
like,
DJ
yes.
Bethany is the
Wow,
the
she
runaway
almost.
prohibitive winner. Yes.
Man, you
I
blew
was-
me out of the water.
But I was on a losing streak, so to come back with a redemption.
True.
Dang.
Yes.
Well, Winnebago Talks, the answer is. All right, guys. We're going to get into the good relative of the day. We always try to end on a positive note here on the Winnebago Talks. If you have a guest or if you have something to talk about, and we didn't get a chance, if you guys want to make mention of something, because I know that you guys are part of the departments and stuff, if there's any information that you want to come on over here to Winnebago Talks and talk to me, DJ Bethany, and we'll get you interviewed and get that information out to the good relatives out there and stuff. But physical resources, you guys got anything?
There's a lot of good stuff that's in the works. Nothing that we're prepared to, I guess, announce at this moment. But we do have several very major projects coming up, and then of course we are already into the powwow season. So
Wow.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I seen that save the date graphic that we
Yeah.
got down on the
Oh,
big
wow.
screen. And it's barreling down the road,
It'll
man.
be
It's going to
here
be here
before
before
you
I know
know
it.
it.
Yes.
Before you know it.
Sharon T.
For tribal transit, we do have some updated routes that we're going to get put on the tribe's website, and that's probably about it. Just we have one temp driver. Be nice to him. You know, he's on his first couple of days, and
Yeah.
you know, he's learning the ropes, and that's about it. But
Cool.
They can give us a call over there at Tribal Transit if they need to sign or know about the routes or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. I seen in the Winnebago in the news, there's a thing called New Faces in WTN Places and stuff. And I want to say thank you for helping us because you're the Tribal Transit, what is it, the manager, director? Or
I'm the manager.
the manager, the
Yeah.
Winnebago Tribal Transit manager. There's a lot of people that depend on it, and you guys always, you know, get that route going and everything too, and the scheduling and everything too. So you helped us out. We did some traveling, and we really appreciate you helping us find a vehicle so we could transport the crew as well as our equipment to bring those broadcasts out. So thank you, Sharon.
Okay.
I want to add in there, I do see like a lot of people that will make mention of the new trash system.
Yes.
So just reminder to put
yeah.
your trash cans out on Sunday. Trash is picked up on Monday.
Yes. Collection is on Monday.
And the real good thing about that new company that you have,
Yeah.
they come rain or shine or holidays.
yep.
They're there.
Monday is collected regardless of what else is happening.
They might be a little late, but
And
they're
then
there.
I've seen that they doubled back and
Yeah.
went back because there was a lot of people that were still, not used to the new route and stuff. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, good job.
Well, they know it's facilities and EPD. So good job, guys.
We're on to our good relative of the day. Do you have an organization, a person, or an instance or a situation that you want to recognize a good relative? And if, also, too, we would take submissions. If you guys know somebody out there that did something good, I know that we recognize the Employee of the Month, and Julia Starr was the February Employee of the Month, or
Right.
January, one of them. And nonetheless and stuff. So do you have one, DJ Bethany, or
let me think.
MCBKC, or?
Yeah, actually, I'll go and while you guys are thinking with that. Not necessarily blood relative, but definitely a guy that I want to give a shout out to. I play in a men's league down in Omaha on Sundays. And one of the guys we played with is active duty. He started as a Marine and transitioned into the Army, and he has deployed. So stay safe, Chris Barajas.
Yeah, good shout out. Good shout out. And all
Yes,
active.
all active duty.
Yes, definitely.
Sharon, right eye. Do you have one?
No, not really.
Okay.
Nothing I can think of right off the.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Sorry to kind of catch you off guard and stuff like that. But DJ Bethany.
I think I'm just gonna give mine to our department here, our team. I appreciate everybody. We got to sit down yesterday and kind of get caught up on a lot of stuff that we have going on, and so I just want to give a shout out to Garan, Tyler, Christina, Gayla, Kevin, and of course all of our contractors and everybody that helps us out with the Big Voice Radio. These two right here, Sharon and Brian. I just appreciate everybody here at the Big Voice.
And you forgot to mention the bacon grease.
Oh, I know. I took those spuds home.
Yesterday there was what was it from, Garan?
It was from the Cultural Relevance Board meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we shared a meal with them. And a lot of good things talking about artificial intelligence and what to expect and how to kind of protect ourselves and our assets and intellectual property that was brought up and some of the cultural items and stuff. It's pretty interesting, but nonetheless.
Your meal was catered.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Shouts to sweet things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah.
Tyler and
And
the
what we're
crew
talking
there.
about is they had fried potatoes
Yes.
with bacon grease.
Yes.
Wow.
Can't beat it. I mean that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we'll throw a plug out to them and stuff if you guys are interested. They
know,
do
what a
catering
thing.
and they also have that storefront and stuff. So
Yep.
And also, Ride has some very significant birthdays in her family that she's celebrating over the past couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to my granddaughters.
oh, cool.
Plural.
Yeah. So I have Melody and Briseis LaPointe. One's for my son. The other one is from Winona. And they both turned 13. So now they have teenagers. But yeah, their birthdays. We usually have a princess birthday party, but we weren't able to get together this year. But yeah, shout out to Mal and Briseis. Happy 13th birthday.
And another one coming up.
Yeah.
Celebrate those birthdays because I do the whole month. September.
Me too.
It's the whole month, guys.
Birthday
So.
month
It's still
celebrity
mine.
over here. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's still my birthday month. And actually, I was gifted these
Oh,
Those are beautiful.
Hungry
I love
earrings.
those.
Nice.
And then today I got a real nice coffee mug. Shout out to those people who think about me and are showering me with gifts. I love it.
Alrighty. So my good relative of the day is going to be the Nebraska Cornhuskers. They made my heart jump. They made me cheer, jump out of my chair, everything. And it
Did
was
your heart stop on that shot?
It
though?
did. It did. I mean, you talk about a game. Wow,
Yeah.
that is really cool. So let's get our final predictions and then let's go on to that. So Thursday is the big day. Iowa versus Nebraska. One of those two teams is going to be heading into the Elite Eight in the March Madness tournament. I'm going to have to go with Nebraska Huskers. I think they have a little edge on more to play for. There is seriously a Cinderella team because they never won in this tournament.
Right.
They got their first win. They took down that big team.
Yes.
And then now Iowa is no slouch. They took down number 1 Florida.
Right.
And they have some heavy hitters and stuff like that. So here we go. I'm going to give my advantage, and I hope that Nebraska wins. I picked Nebraska. Who do you got, DJ Bethany?
I just hope they all have fun. I'm not kidding. I'm going for the Huskers.
All right.
Huskers by 1.
By 1. Oh, my goodness. And MCBKC.
I got to go with the Huskers, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to be easy. I don't.
It's not.
Yeah, Iowa's fired up, and at this level, all the teams are good. And like what you saw, when you take down the number 1 seed, it's because they played really well, and so I don't think it was a flash in the pan. I don't.
No.
You
Iowa's
had
better
to
than
see
they
the
think.
last second shot, man. There was a guy that I think his last name was Tanner or something like that, man, and he just lit up Nebraska.
Yeah.
Every time they would try to pull away and stuff, he would just get them right back in
Yeah.
threes or go to the line or whatever. So he ends up with the ball, and he throws up a heave. It goes in, but it pops out because
Yeah.
it comes off the backboard.
Yes, they couldn't go any closer without going in.
Everybody, I mean, everybody across America went.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was I'd never seen that happen before like that.
Shot back up.
And then the same thing for Iowa. I was watching that game too, and Florida had 4.4 seconds, and they had an opportunity to make the last second shot. They lost the handle, and all the Iowa Hawkeye fans went nuts and stuff. But that's March Madness, man. I love it.
It is. DJ Guaranteed. Do you think this has been like the maddest March Madness ever?
I mean, for real, I might be more invested in watching it more closely because Nebraska's in there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, maybe.
see Gonzaga and all these other teams and stuff that you don't have no connection to. But when it's Nebraska has his son playing for the coach.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Hoiberg.
Yeah, Hoiberg and stuff, and he has a lot of assists. But I remember the commentator, and I liked his analogies, and he said he's not afraid to get down there with the trees.
Oh,
Short
yeah.
guy, but he's in there trying to put up some shots against these guys that are literally 6'7", 11, almost 7 foot,
Yep.
and he's down there with the trees.
Yeah.
and he's
And
not
he's
scared.
pulling them boards down.
Yep.
almost every time.
Yeah,
he's
so
the only
watch
one in there.
him. I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool and stuff. But we'll watch the game for sure. And you guys tune in. And again, safe travels for those that are going to be heading west.
Yep.
To all west. Play hard, make us proud, and come back with some hardware.
Right.
And appreciate all the coaches and everybody, the parents that are going to be heading out there to support that. And we'll see you guys when you guys get back. So you guys have a good rest of your week. We are Winnebago Talks on KWTN, the big voice, 100.9 FM, broadcasting out of Allen, Nebraska.